Hi, how are you? Just a quick disclaimer before I start this video. The cinematic shots or the videos you will see during this video were taken after the actual Turkesterone cycle. However, the actual photos and videos depicting the progress during this video were shot during the Turkesterone cycle itself.
While taking turkesterone, you're likely going to get stronger and add more muscle.
Woo-hoo! I would save your money at this point, and I would leave them to the bugs.
Even if these pills had 100 milligrams, you don't think it would have a plausible rationale for actually acting anabolically?
And I won't be opening up my wallet because I just haven't seen any convincing evidence at all.
All those thousands of people, placebo effect. So why do you think I'm a believer? Because it worked for me.
I'm feeling low. Want you to know I ain't got much to show. Baby, I'm slow.
Alright, there has been a lot of talk regarding Turkesterone lately, with some of the supplements company claiming that it can help you to put on 4 pounds of muscle in 1 month. But what is exactly Turkesterone? Well, Turkesterone is a type of ecdysteroid, a compound produced by plants and bugs. The reason they are called steroids is because of its chemical composition, that is 17 carbon and 4 ring structure. Interestingly, testosterone has similar structure chemically. But this doesn't mean it acts like steroids in humans. Insects have ecdysone receptor with which ecdysteroids can bind with. However, humans don't have that receptor. As humans, we have androgen receptor with which anabolic steroids interact with. So far, there has been no research conducted on Turkesterone on humans, but there has been some research conducted on ecdysteroids. The first one was way back in 2006, and the study found really no benefits and improvement in body composition. The other study was done in 2019, which did find some benefits, however they only used 6 mg of active ingredient. And also to measure the body composition, they used bioelectric impedance analysis, which is not very accurate. To be honest, I'm confused. As supplement companies do claim it helps to put on 4 pounds of lean muscle mass, but not really sure how. They don't really act on androgen receptors, and AR binding determines the anabolic nature of steroids. It does seem to increase muscle cell size in isolation. It doesn't seem to increase mTOR activity or increase muscle protein synthesis. Because there isn't much research on Turkesterone on humans, it's difficult to say whether it works or not. However, it's worth noting, at this time, there are no side effects of Turkesterone. So here's what I came up with. I decided to order Turkesterone. Now there are a lot of options available in the market, but I found this one by Harder Than Last Time to be quite reasonable. They were offering me around 3 bottles for $100 and the shipping was also quite reasonable. The first thing I decided to do as soon as I got my hands on the product was to determine its authenticity. Turkesterone is mostly present in the roots of plant. I was really happy to see that the extract has been taken from the plant Ajuga turkestanica. I don't know how to pronounce it exactly. However, it did not specify if the source is root or not, and the root contains the highest concentration of Turkesterone. Next up, some of the companies they claim they are selling 95% of Turkesterone extracted from a plant. But if something is above 90% and it's a well-known color compound, it's gonna be white. However, sadly, it turned out to be brown. But the product's website does not claim it's selling 95% of pure Turkesterone extract. Next, sadly, I did not see a lab result on the website to verify the potency of the product. Now, I did try reaching out to Harder Than Last Time company regarding the last 2 points, but sadly, I did not get a response on it. To begin with, I decided to put it to test on 2 of its main promises. First is the increased muscle mass and second is the increased strength. My main aim was to eliminate the placebo effect, so here was my plan of action. Calipers were used to determine my body fat percentage initially. Throughout the month, the calories as well the macros were kept same. Regarding the workout, just before I was about to take Turkesterone, I was quite fatigued. My joints were paining, so I decided to take a deload week to put it to actual test. The cardio which I followed was basically 10 to 12,000 of steps per day, not to increase my VO2 max, but just to keep the NEAT going. So to start the mesocycle, I began my plan with MEV and reached to MRV eventually. And mind you, this has been something which I have been following for the last 6 months, so this is not a shock for my body. And the plan I was following was basically Jeff Nippard's full body high frequency program. I plan on starting with 3 capsules per day, and then adding 1 after every 5th day. Over the first 5 days, I did not feel much of a difference. Surprisingly, deadlift seemed difficult for me at this time. I guess 1 week of deload was too much for me. The next 5 days, I decided to increase the dosages to 4 caps per day. But something came up. I had to take a quick trip to my hometown and I was not able to work out for 2 days, which was a bit of a setback. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you will know, as I'm quite active over there. At this time, I was happy that my strength was back to the baseline. I measured my body weight, it was still same, 88 kgs. But there was this unusual sensation and feeling of tightness in the muscles. Something was definitely happening. By the way, I did receive some recognition from my colleagues in the gym as well. But since we know data is bigger than feelings, my strength, my body fat percentage and my body weight was still same. The strength on deadlifts was still same though. The maximum weight I could lift was 365 pounds and I was chasing 400 pounds for quite some time. It was time to take things up a notch. With 2 remaining bottles, I upped the dosages to 6 capsules every day. By this time, I was quite sure it does work. That tightness in the body was still there. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't keeping an exact track of my calories at this time. It was time to figure out if it can help me break through strength plateau. Coincidentally, there was a local competition coming up at my gym on its 6th anniversary. I signed up for deadlifts. Competition was tough. I knew for sure I need to lift at least 400 pounds in order to stand a chance. But no matter how hard I tried, it was impossible for me to move the barbell. 5 days before the competition, I could lift 400 pounds. Was it easy? Hell no. I felt like I'm gonna pass out after the lift. On the day of competition, I managed to lift 420 pounds. It wasn't with the best form though, but still, 50 pounds increment in 1 month is quite noticeable in its own right. Could some part of it be because I took a deload and followed a proper mesocycle progression? Of course. But to say Turkesterone didn't have anything to do with it would be a lie. Okay, I mentioned feeling of tightness, but it's time to put it to test. I measured my body fat percentage again. There was a slight difference. It came out to be 17%. Mind you, I'm not good at it, but there's a difference for sure. Alright guys, without further ado, final verdict. Did it work for me? Yes, it did. I guess I responded well to it. However, I would say be realistic about the expectation. When I started taking it, I took it with a completely negative mindset. I almost felt like I'm wasting my money on it. It can help you to grow muscles, but you need the right tools to measure your progress. Would I recommend you to take it at this time? The only thing I'm concerned about are the side effects, even though it's not very clear if they exist or not. I would say it would be a good idea to wait for some time for more research to come out, but honestly, I'm not sure if that's ever gonna happen.
Oh, wow! Wow!
Wow, Coach Greg just slammed the shit out of me.
Wow, dude!
Yes! I said keep the Turkesterone out of your fucking mouth!
I'm going to. Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
Hey folks, I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to hit the like button, do subscribe as it gives me the motivation to produce such great content. I know everything in the background is in a bit of a mess. It took me forever to finish this video. I'm gonna go and switch the air conditioning system on. I was shooting this entire video with it off because it was so noisy outside. And it's hot in here as well. It's 50 degrees outside. That's why I was sweating throughout the whole video. I'll see you next time. Peace.